What's happening, guys? Here for another channel update. Yeah, got another car I want to show you. This is my 33 Plymouth coupe. I want to show you guys. I haven't introduced this one to you to your channel yet. Oh boy, where do I start with this one? So this car was originally my godfather, Bill's car. He built this in the early 90s, and he put 100,000 miles on this thing, going from car show to car show to car show. Won a shitload of awards with it, and my dad actually helped him build the motor, the transmission, the whole drivetrain, wired the car for him, and basically Bill did the rest of it, besides the paint. Then Bill passed away with breast cancer, and so he left it in his will to my dad to inherit it. Well, and then my dad passed away 2 years ago, and I inherited it. And I remember riding around in this car when I was a little guy. You know, my dad and Bill, they were bigger boys, you know. They'd both jump in there and cram me in the middle, and we'd go cruise around in it, you know. It's a fun car. So it actually had a Dodge pickup front end on it. I believe it is a 34 Dodge pickup front end, and then it had the 33 coupe body, and yeah, had a small block 350 in it that my dad built. And then when we inherited it, the camshaft went flat in it, and we had to rebuild the motor again. And so we rebuilt it again, boarded it out, put bigger pistons in it, raised the compression ratio up a little bit, put a working six-pack on it. Bill had a six-pack on it, but it was a dummy version. It didn't work. It just ran off the single center carburetor or two-barrels. Me and Dad really wanted an actual working six-pack, so it actually currently does have a working six-pack on it. Electric fan, Mustang 2 front end, well wheel, had upgraded headlights in it that I did. I also put cruise control on it because this thing was tiring to drive around with no cruise control. We put a different transmission in it when we inherited it. It's actually the transmission that came out of the Chevelle. It's the 4-speed Munchie. Let's see, put a tilt steering column in it, because they didn't have one before. Updated the steering wheel, and then we also changed the seats, because the seats that Bill had in it, they were uncomfortable. Oh boy, they were uncomfortable. It was awful. It was bad. So we took these seats out of an S10 Blazer, chopped off the headrest, sewed in where the headrest is, and put these seats in. Way more comfortable. I mean, I'm not saying they're the most lavish things in the world, but they're way more comfortable. You can tell that, like I said, it was built in the early 90s, so it's still screaming and rocking the 90s style a little bit here in the interior with the pink and the blue. Eventually, I want to reupholster all of it. I'll probably just stay with this light gray and get rid of the blue and pink. I might keep the blue, or darker blue. I'm gonna get rid of the pink. I'm not a pink guy. So the reasoning behind the pink. So Bill had I don't know if any of you guys can remember, but there was a cartoon on late 80s, early 90s. It was probably even before that, probably before my time. But it was the Pink Panther. And that was one of his favorite cartoons. And so he went and bought a Pink Panther stuffed animal, which I still have in the trunk. And he would set it out on the car when he went to car show. And so that was kind of the reasoning behind the pink. I'm not a pink guy, not at all, but it kind of works with this car. It's got big old fat tires in the front or the back. It's got little skinnies in the front, typical hot rod. Got dual exhaust, Flowmaster. Had a period correct license plate. Got megaphones on it for the exhaust. Of course, early 90s, the taillight modification they already did. The blue dot. It's still a pretty super clean car. Like I said, it was built in the early 90s. And the paint is just immaculate on it still. I mean, there's some flaws in it for sure. It's starting to get old. Starting to fade out a little bit, and there's rock chips in it. Like I said, he put 100,000 miles on it in like 5 or 6 years. And then he started getting breast cancer and kind of quit driving it as much. But so when we got it, it's been sitting in a garage for, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 years. And so we kind of had to do a barn find sort of thing. But the weird thing was is he would still go out and dust it off. He kept it clean. Even though it was just sitting there and he wasn't driving it, he still went out and polished it, cooked it clean, armor on tires, washed it. But you just didn't drive it, I'm probably not going to be uploading as many videos. I actually had an accident. I had a water pipe broke up in the house, and I was up inside the ceiling trying to fix it, and the ceiling gave away, and I went crashing to the floor. It really messed up my knee, really bad. My kneecap came off. I had to put it back on when I got to the floor. And it's not the first time it came off. I was always able to pop it back on and just kind of walk it off. Well, not this time. I got it back on, but I wasn't able to walk it off. I did have an MRI done. I'm waiting to hear the results for Monday to see if I need knee surgery. So right now I'm just kind of hobbling around, limping around. So, yeah. So I figure I might as well do something while I'm just running around the house. Might as well give you guys some kind of video to watch. So I'm going to be laid up for a while. I'm hoping I'm not going to need surgery, but the way things are looking, it's probably a pretty damn good chance I'm going to have surgery. There's really pretty much nothing holding my kneecap on. And so yeah, it's going to be kind of a bad deal. But anyway, here's an update on my last car I haven't shown you guys. So, hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.